We got lots of news dropping this week about pre-patch, player housing, updates coming our way, so let's just jump straight in here. Oh, watching the news? No, I'm interrupting it one more time because this is the end of the giveaway, guys. $140 in BNet balance could be yours, and all you got to do is watch 1 hour of this shitty stream. December 23rd is your final day to get your points in, guys. Enter the giveaway and get your chance to buy some of the cool items you see on your screen right now. We're talking the Long Boy, many other things. Get yourself the pre-order of the Epic Edition if you have to. Cool mount packs. If you're a guy who just enjoys Classic, wow, there's plenty of shit you can buy too, guys. $140 in BNet balance could be spent on in-game items, could be spent on the Blizzard store to get yourself some merch. Whatever you want, it's yours. All you got to do is get in here, watch 1 hour of this shitty stream. You can buy any of the things you see on your screen right now. We're talking hats, Pepe pillows, I mean, whatever your heart desires could be yours, and all you got to do is get in here and get your points. The first hour gives you a point. You can get yourself that fucking badass collector's edition. Every hour beyond that is another point to enter into the giveaway. Watch for as long as you can, get as many points as you can, and again, it ends on my final stream on December 23rd. WoW's weekly update, and it's a big one, guys, because we already know we got the full-on pre-patch update coming.
Where the fun begins.
It is where the fun begins, really, because that's really the launch of Midnight. If you think about it, it's the unofficial launch of Midnight and the end of the War Within. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff to do. We'll talk a little bit about that. We've gotten into the pre-patch fully in another video already, in another news segment, but you already know, new class race combinations. We're talking Void Elf Demon Hunters. I still think we're going to get like Paladin race class combinations coming, but for now, that's what we're getting. Transmog updates, PvP training grounds, early housing access for those of you who already don't have it. You're still going to get it. Pre-expansion events, and the Winds of Mysterious Fortune. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about the pre-expansion events because I got pre-expansion event rewards to get into. That's right, the rewards that you'll be able to get from this event should be pretty exciting stuff. Winter Veil event still going on December 15th to January 2nd. If you want to go kill some bosses, do some things, get some festive stuff, kill the Yeti every day, free medicine, do all that stuff, and see if you can get yourself a mount or whatever out of this. And then finally, we got some sales and things going on with the Blizzard store. So if you want to be a Blizzard store Andy and buy a bunch of shit, hey, maybe gift some stuff to some people on sale. Hey, it's the way to go. You'll be able to buy all this shit, by the way, if you win the giveaway too, so why not? Also, here we go. Midnight pre-patch is launching, right? We already know this, January 20th. And here is the loot, the limited time loot, right? These pre-patch events, oftentimes, they give us some pretty cool transmog and things that are pretty much limited. Like, I still have the Legion ones from the Legion events, from the Legion invasions. I still have those sets. I think those are some of the really cool sets that they dropped during that thing. These aren't exactly as cool as those, but there are some cool things to get, and one really freaking cool mount. So let's just jump straight in here. First off, you're going to be earning these Twilight Blade insignia currencies. That's right, big surprise, Blizzard giving us a new currency for a new event. They love to drop currencies in this game. Yeah, only one mount. Yeah, but it's a pretty cool one. So this Twilight Blade insignia currency, you're going to be doing these quests. First off, there's Disrupt the Call and Twilight's Dawn. Those will each give you 40 of these insignias. Then every world quest you complete after you kind of do the opening campaign for this will give you another 10 insignias. And then 1 insignia for every rare you kill. So you can go around rare farming if you want to do that. This event's essentially going to kick off with the Void Elves on the Alliance side, Blood Elves on the Horde side. You go through a story about this uprising of the Twilight Cultists again. And then you're going to run around killing them in world quests and stuff. So these can be turned in at the base camp zone. Right here we see it to a Materialist, Ophinel, or Armorer Cannon Van. Await your exchange in the currencies. So right here we see the Twilight Highlands is going to be our main focus for this event, and the little spot right here is where our little base camp's going to be. So for cosmetics and things, first off, obviously you're going to be able to get some housing items out of this, Silvermoon related housing items, really. We have your little Gooner chair right here, really nice looking chair, honestly, or you could call it the cuck chair from the hotel room. Yeah, it's a good looking chair. Buy a couple of these chairs, make yourself at home Sindori style. And then here we also have the therapist chair, right? That's what this thing reminds me of. Nice little therapist chair if you want to get some therapy from your local Blood Elves. We got a little chandelier as well. Now, this is the really cool one here. For 100 Twilight's Insignia. And we already saw, I think you're pretty much going to get 80 from 2 different quests. So then you're just going to have to grind out some a few world quests here and there, maybe kill some rares, and you'll be able to get this thing. Reading is hard as always. Yes, of course. This mount's badass. I'm going to say this might be one of my favorite colorways of this thing. The retained Sky Razor, retrained Sky Razor. So look at this thing. This obviously reminds you of the, what the hell were those? Nerubian dungeons and raids and stuff like that. We did the whole Nerubar, all that shit. Really, really cool. This one with the purple and blue colorway. Meh. You kind of like... I think this is actually a cool colorway. I know if some of people... I myself haven't been into the bug mounts really, but this big beetle boy, pretty cool. I like the little purple tips on it. This is a nice one. And you'll be able to get it for 100 of these things. So it's not going to be a major grind, honestly, based on the numbers that we saw earlier. There's also some pets to be had. You can get yourself a little octopus boy right here. A nice looking one. Also, a little... His name is Scruff. I thought his name was Scuff for a second here. We got a little Scruff doggy boy. You can get yourself a little Spore. And then here's some of the transmogs. So, the Twilight Cultist attire. This looks like a throwback to some old Twilight Cultist shit from Classic WoW. But yeah, clearly this guy's running a sex dungeon of some sort. You see all the leather straps and everything. If you want to transmog into this, you'll be able to do it for the low, low price of 40 Twilight's Blade insignias. We also see some really cool weapons here. So, honestly, this bow is pretty badass. Some hammer-esque stuff in here. We see something. This looks like a tooth or a claw. I don't know if this is an old god tooth. Who knows? Some cool looking weapons, honestly. This one looks like a gargoyle boy here. So if you want to get some of these, looks like 40 each for each weapon. You can get yourself some good old weapons. And then here is the full-on Twilight's Cultist armor sets. These will cost you 40 each for the entire set. We obviously have all the different sets, and then, as I mentioned before, the weapons and the cloaks and jewelry that you'll be able to get. But first off, we got the cloth set here. These sets are okay. We've had much better pre-patch sets, I would say. These they kind of missed the boat for me. But here's your cloth version. We also see here you got your leather boy. The leather one might be the best looking one, just considering it's not really competing against much. We see the mail set right here. And then finally, the plate set. Probably the worst of all of them is the plate set, honestly. I don't know who the hell is going to transmog into this pink Rocky boy looking shit. But there you go. Those are the sets. Yeah. Read LOL 40 each. That's each for each piece? No way. Catch-up gear for 40 each. Oh, 40 each. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is not just transmog, actually. Okay, the transmog set is going to cost you 40. You're right. Each of these armor pieces is going to cost you 40 each. These are item level 400. Okay, so some catch-up sets, I guess. I mean, yeah, if you want them, get them. For the transmog, honestly, people are probably going to get these for the transmog. I can't imagine anyone actually buying these for the sake of armor. But there you go, 40 each. So each of these sets are actually going to cost you a lot. Yeah, these are going to cost you a pretty decent amount here. So warband bound until equipped, so you can use them. Obviously, the currency will probably is warband bound as well. So run around, gather your shit. If you want some catch-up gear, I guess this is the way to go. Okay, moving on to housing shit. We've had some data mining of some housing stuff going around, which means we got some new levels. That's right, so level 7, 8, and 9 rewards for player housing have been data mined, and there's some interesting stuff here. So at level 7, you will gain 10 additional room placements and 500 decor placements added to your budget. So make your interior even bigger with 10 additional rooms. Man, people's houses are going to get freaking huge. And then we see level 8, you can actually make the outside of your home. You'll gain some exteriors that look bigger. So you'll earn the medium-size housing exteriors. You may use medium-size housing exteriors for your house. So that's a description there. I guess we'll get some bigger versions of the human and orc and whatever ones you've unlocked. I guess the blood elf one and shit of the housing exteriors. Actually making the outside of your house match the inside in terms of size at least a little bit until you get to level 9, where you unlock 10 more additional rooms. So 7 and 9 combined are giving you 20 additional rooms and 1,000 more decor placements. Man, the amount of shit people are going to do here. So yeah, a big number of rooms are going to be added on as you level up through this shit. And again, the housing exterior at level 8 will look a little bit bigger. I think they're going to continue to add on to these. Obviously, this is medium house for level 8, so some level beyond level 9, we know we're going to get the larger housing exteriors. We'll see what that ends up looking like. Yeah, fuck housing. Look, I mean, it's fun, but we'll see what, how deep people go into this. It's honestly a gold sink. I mean, I was looking at it the other day, just trying to get enough furniture to fill up a room. It's going to cost you a lot of gold. There's going to be a lot of WoW token purchases. due to this shit. That's for sure. That's what Blizzard wanted, so that's what they're getting, I guess. New profession titles are going to be made available in Midnight for those of you who enjoy getting profession titles. The Thalassian. Yes, the Thalassian alchemist, blacksmith, enchanter. You name the profession, you add the Thalassian onto the front, and there you go. You've got yourself a new title. You get this by essentially getting 100 skill points in one of your professions, and then filling out 50 crafting orders. That's right, crafting orders. So filling those two, getting those 2 achievements will give you the title, and you can walk around as a profession Andy for the rest of the expansion. Finally, fully functioning housing mailboxes. That's right, guys. The mailboxes that people are currently putting in front of their houses right now, they're just decor items. They don't do anything. Blizzard has confirmed that once Midnight goes live, your mailboxes will be legitimate mailboxes, which is actually probably one of the coolest features for housing yet. Real mailboxes in front of your house. I mean, that's pretty cool. You can go out there, get your mail at any time, use your Hearthstone. It's essentially a Hearthstone to a mailbox now. So I think everybody now is going to want to put a mailbox in front of their home. For right now, these are kind of the different mailbox decors that you can get. A Torn one, a little Tuskar one. We see the Dalaran one, obviously with little port. I've seen a couple people with those. And a couple other choices here if you want to get yourself a mailbox. Not bad. Bring back the /spit emote. Oh, God. And then finally, add-on changes in Midnight. That's right. We've been talking about this, and Blizzard has officially dropped a list of spells and abilities that will be trackable via add-ons, but they also delayed the release of the add-on Death Day, right? So we thought that the add-on Death Day was coming at the release of Prepatch on January 20th, and Blizzard's actually pushed that back a little bit. So this Prepatch, or I should say patch of the death of add-ons, won't drop until patch 12.0.1. which is heading actually a couple weeks after the pre-patch goes live. So that means you'll have a couple more weeks to kind of dabble with add-ons. For me, personally, I think you should just stop using add-ons the day pre-patch goes live, because that's when your new class rotation happens, is when all your new talents are hitting, and it's best just to kind of, raw dog it, learn how to use the shit that's coming in the game, and learn how to kind of get rid of add-ons from there. A few of the spells that Blizzard's kind of pulled back on, it allowed you maybe to download add-ons to monitor. We got a list here. Blizzard said in a patch that they want to, with the first week of PTR, they want to give you some important spells back. So all these changes will now unlock the ability for add-ons to track certain things. They have been flagged as non-secret cooldowns for some of them, so some of them only the cooldown can be tracked, and then some of them have been flagged fully, all their data is accessible. So some of those spells are Second Wind, Surge Forward, Skyward Ascent. So these obviously we got here are dragon riding skills, Aerial Halt, Whirlwind Surge, Lightning Rush, Switch Flight Style, and GCD dummy spells. So, I mean, not much shit going on there. These are really just flying spells. And then the following spells have been flagged as non-secret. Thrill of the Skies, Onahar and Gus. Again, what the hell is all flying shit? Static Charge, Skyriding, Racing, Maelstrom Weapon, Void Metamorphosis. So that's not bad. There you go. Void Metamorphosis, again, Resource Cap, and then Collapsing Star. So some legitimate spells here. Combat res cooldowns are also being made available to be trackable now. Reload UI secrets, removing old duration APIs, and then a couple other things. What is this? Generic Boolean to color API, so you can color shit better. So actually, this isn't really big news. What's the big thing here? I guess Metamorphosis was a big one. I think that, and Maelstrom Weapon. Those are kind of the two big spells that they're unlocking to actually be trackable via add-ons. Look, guys, don't fight it. I think the best thing to do here is just go with the flow. Learn to play the game with the built-in shit for the most part, and you can use some add-ons for customization. If the add-on just creates a customization to your UI, then it's not a big deal. If it's actually tracking shit and telling you what to do, then you should just assume it's going to be gone. And just learn how to play without that shit. Just let it happen. Sam, we don't listen to people who click on phishing links. Yeah, I got a story to tell with that one. Really, yeah, just learn how to play without them. Again, this shit won't actually happen when the pre-patch goes live on January 20th. It looks like it'll be a couple weeks later. And for now, that is all in terms of news.